Chapter 5, Released. Let my arm rest where the arms rest, right under the armrest. I finally got released on bond weeks later and was back on the streets ready for whatever. I had 2 witnesses that needed to be taken care of ASAP. My homie Benny Lee offered to do the job, but the witnesses disappeared. The government were giving them stipends to live out of state until my court date. We had to focus on hiring the best lawyers. I hadn't seen my mom or sister since I was released. I spoke with her and realized that she was scared. I couldn't fully understand why, but the shootings, cops, guns, and drugs was too much. She was anticipating some form of retaliation would come to the home eventually. Someone or some people would either shoot the house up or kill someone coming out of the house. Everyone knew where we lived. It was always luxury cars parked in front and traffic going back and forth. BMWs, Benzes, Jaguars, Corvettes. Even the older homie that lived a block away would sometimes park his Ferrari in front of our home. He was dating one of our neighbors. He was 23 years old. While we were living our ultimate life, we were actually destroying the cohesiveness of our family without fully realizing our actions. Yet we were still too young to understand our mom's rationale. To ourselves, we knew no one would attempt to shoot at our home or our family members. It would create an all-out war, and our team was too strong for anyone to try something so foolish. Yet no man is untouchable. My brother had also just gotten released, so we stayed in the house with our pops, who only begged us to stay home while he went to work. School was out of the question. We dropped out at the age of 16 and had no interest in returning. We were making too much money to stay in school. From the age of 15, we started selling weight of weed, and by the time we were 16, we were moving 50 to 100 pounds a month. Some months we moved 150 to 200, profiting $20,000 to $30,000. We already owned luxury cars, expensive jewelry, high-end clothing, and a condo, but my pops didn't want us going back to the condo either. That place had turned into its own red light district. A lot of girls going in and out and a lot of traffic also. He wanted us to get rid of it. My short jail experience didn't do what it intended to do, to scare me. Actually, it was the worst thing that could happen to me. Any fear, conscious or subconscious, dissipated. Jail was now just an extension of society. It was where my other friends were. I was now fully immersed into putting in work with my mind, dismissing the thoughts of anything else. I was only addicted to the gun blast, addicted to the smell of gunpowder, addicted to the gun burns. Anyone that made a wrong move or said a wrong thing could potentially be a victim. I stopped shopping for clothes and cars, instead only opting for guns, bullets, and a body armor. Within a month, I spent over $20,000 on weapons. Norinco Mac 90s, SKSs, AK-47s, AR-180s, AR-15s, and M16 rifles. Every one of them had 100-round drums attached, 9mm Uzis and handguns, 44 Magnums and Trey Pounds, fully Mac 11s, Calico M960s and Tech 22s. I amassed an arsenal large enough to rival any police force. I was ready for war without even knowing who I was at war with. I rationalized my insanity by saying, guns is always a plus, but guns can also be a minus in the wrong hands. To some, every tool is to build, but to some, when they only have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And all I saw was nails as an ultra-hyped, unfocused teenager who was subconsciously at war with himself.